In this video, we will grow cucumbers and Armenian cucumbers. Subscribe the channel and press bell icon, and never miss an update from Amazing Garden Select. Compare varieties as they have slowly compact growth. To get a jump start always succeeds in water for 12 to 15 hours. Before showing them in the soil makes cucumbers need large pots with plenty of soil to support vigorous growth and abundant crop for each plant. Select the container that holds 10 to 15 gallons, 40 to 60 liters of soil space. A larger container is preferable. Make sure to drill some drainage holes at the bottom. Rich, healthy soil will keep your plants well fed and retain more moisture than pure quality soil. Man and dig 1-inch deep holes in this soil mix using 50% garden soil, 20% coco peat or peat moss, and 30% compose such as leaf mold or cattle manure. Sow 1 seed, but whole soil 4 to 5 seeds in this starting, and we will thin out weak seedlings later on. Now cover the seed with this soil mix, and gently dab this soil to make good seed-soil contact in this blue container. We will. Armenian cucumber seeds followed the same procedure with 3 to 4 seeds in a container of this size. Armenian cucumber, also known as snake cucumber. Concrete and cucumber melon is a type of cucumber. The plants are robust, easy to grow, and thrive in the summer heat. Water after planting. Use a gentle shower to water efficiently for the next 10 to 15 days, keeping the soil moist at all times and ensuring it receives 5 to 7 hours of tax. After 6 to 8 days, the seeds will begin to germinate. Always check the soil moisture with your finger before watering. Once these seedlings are 4 to 5 inches tall, big, this strong has 3 seedlings in the bones to keep, and then thin out the rest to take the strongest. Look for the one that is the most compact and has the thickest stem. You can transplant them elsewhere for healthy growth. Keep 6 to 8 inches of space between 2 plants. As seedlings grow, reduce watering so that the soil partially dries out, but do not allow them to wilt. The highest quality foods come from plants that have a consistent supply of water. Keep the soil moist, but not soggy, because the cucumber plant produces male flowers before female flowers varnishes. Our plants that produce both male and female flowers. For each female flower that blooms on the cucumber plant, it will be 10 to 15. No flowers present after the flower is pollinated by insects or bees. Cucumber food begins to grow from the female flower, keeping weeds at bay. Weeds compete with plants for water, space, and nutrients during the growing season, and many plant climbers don't just assume it. It will take care of itself with a little assistance. They will produce the best results as the plants grow. Provide some support to the vines. Use bamboo sticks, as these are cheap and laid in a wet place. For bamboo sticks in the soil. Mix and weave a web-like stitch with the help of a gardening thread, which will allow the plants to climb along this structure so our plants do not sprawl all over the ground. Furthermore, this will assist you in training your cucumbers to grow in the desired direction. As a result, make use of the available vertical space to assist the vines by directing the growing tips to this apple to assist it in gaining a grip. Feed your cucumbers with kelman or leaf mold. This should be done once every 10 to 15 days during the growing season to improve crop performance. Mix well in this soil and water immediately after adding fertilizer in this soil. This will prevent your plants from burning and will also aid in fertilizer activation. Avoid overhead watering or splashing, as this is thought to promote the spread of diseases such as powdery mildew or cucumbers. Mature in 50 to 70 days, depending on variety. Cucumbers from Romania, and grow extremely quickly, especially in London. They can grow from tiny to massive in a matter of days. Pick the cucumbers off the plant while they are still small and tender, using sharp runners or knife, and pick the fruits more frequently to encourage more fruit. Harvesting usually begins 6 to 7 days after seeding, which is roughly the same amount of time. Cucumber does necessitate 1 million cucumbers when they are immature, and be quality harvest them when they are 10 to 15 inches long. During the growing season, the flavor changes from a mild sweet cucumber flavor to one that is more like a watermelon. Keep an eye on the harvest, because this tiny fruit grows quickly. If you leave overripe fruits on the vine, new flower production ceases as the plant redirects its energy to seed production. Cucumbers are a high-moisture vegetable that requires plenty of water to grow and produce. The small containers will simply dry out too quickly, resulting in less growth and harvest frequently, because the more you harvest, the more you will increase output. Cucumbers are very simple to grow at home. Cucumbers do not require much attention once planted. They can be grown in pots, in the kitchen garden, on the terrace, or even indoors. Cucumber plants are classified as bush or vine. Bush cucumber plants are ideal for growing indoors and in containers. Cucumbers can be easily grown in kitchen gardens that receive at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. Choose a planter with a soil holding capacity of at least 12 to 20 kegs to accommodate 2 to 3 plants. We growing in containers because they are vines. You must construct a trellis to support the plant. Bush cucumbers are the easiest to grow. Cucumbers are prolific plants that grow quickly, making them suitable for terraced gardens. The best containers to use are those made of plastic or ceramic. Cucumbers should be grown near peas, pumpkin, and squash, but not near herbs or potatoes, or cucumber. Fruits are ready for picking 55 to 60 days after germination. The seed germination process can take 7 to 10 days. Cucumbers should be harvested as soon as they are ready. If cucumber fruits become too large, they will begin to taste bitter and will suppress the growth of new fruit. Do not allow it to turn yellow. A healthy cucumber is green and color-firm in shape and crisp in texture. With a pair of gardening shears, gently snip the mature cucumbers off the vine. Cucumber can be stored in the refrigerator for up to a week. Plant your own cucumber plant today to start living a healthier lifestyle this summer. Remember that cucumbers create heat and despise cold. Cucumber plants are extremely sensitive to cold snaps, so it's best to wait 2 weeks after the last round of frost before planting seeds or seedlings. The air temperature should always be above 70 degrees. Have plant seeds about an inch deep. Enriched, well-drained soil cucumbers are grown on small mounds, 4 to 6 inches high in soil, prone to waterlogging in poor drainage. The elevation needs in the drainage of moisture and the prevention of root rot. Planting companion vegetables or plants that help each other grow is well known among seasoned gardeners. Cucumbers taste sweeter when planted next to some flowers, according to gardeners. Why is this the case? Cucumbers contain natural compounds called pucker, bitter, since which can produce a bitter flavor. These compounds can increase when plants are stressed by drought or temperature. Some flowers appear to help by releasing LSD, an enzyme that neutralizes future petitions. Some flowers can also be used as a climbing support for smaller cucumber varieties, whose vines will twine up the stalks. Cucumber plants produce male and female flowers, and you need pollinators to get pollen from one to the other to grow cucumbers. Encourage bees and other beneficial insects to visit your garden. Plant some of their favorite flowers nearby, and limit your use of pesticides that hurt pollinators. The Old Farmer's Almanac suggests spraying cucumber vines with a sugar water solution to help attract bees. If you notice that your cucumbers are not growing or developing after this feeding, you will notice that they will quickly begin to increase the green mass, become greener, more vigorous, and it will be clear that they have actively gone into growth and will delight you with a rich harvest. Of course, there are a variety of reasons why cucumbers may remain dormant after being planted in the open ground. The most significant are spring temperature changes, specifically when the temperature falls below +10 degrees at night. Cucumbers did not grow at all, and in some cases died.